that 1 in 4 people currently sleeping on the street is under the age of 18? Did you know that over 150,000 people died yesterday? Did you know that there are 578 million people starving in Asia alone? This goes on every day in our world. But do we care? By definition, care is to feel concern or interest, attach importance to something. So what do we attach importance to? I have a pretty positive view of the human race, so on the whole, I think we do care. Today I'm not here looking to beat you over the head with any verbal ideology. My dad, if you haven't noticed, is actually filming this speech, so as we can send it to my brother in LA. He desperately wanted to be here today. Our family care deeply for each other, and that's a given for most families. But today isn't about the givens. It's about that outer level of things we care about. I'm posing a challenge. What do you care about, and what do you do about it? My thinking is that at this moment in time, we all care about something. Climate change, music festivals, cancer research, better train services. However, we do little, if anything, to improve on them. I don't think it's good enough to cry at a news report of children dying of starvation. If you cry, you care. If you care, you respond. I accept that we may not be able to change the world, but as individuals, we must accept the challenge. Because 1,000 small changes make one big difference. In the news story, for instance, it may be as simple as tweeting your views to a wider world, sending a letter to your local member, donating money, searching the internet for an organisation you may want to support, or even buying a scarf. At this point in our lives, it all sounds relatively easy. But the challenge is following through and doing it for as long as you care about it. Sounds easy, doesn't it? See, I don't think so. I suspect we will become so caught up in living our own lives, we may feel we run out of the time to care. I understand that each of us here care greatly for different things, and each of us attach great importance to a variety of issues. Yet, I think we do little, if anything, about it. Why? Because we become caught up in life, trying to get the best data that we can, then trying to live, trying to get a job, buy a house, a pool, a cat, a dog, a letterbox, and then pay for it. At some point, we are owned by the cost of our wants, and the things we care about pay the price. This isn't a criticism, it's just an observation. And perhaps, as a student body, we can use this little observation to make a difference. Somewhere along the way, we are all more likely to care about the brand of car we drive, or even the brand of shoes our children wear, than the people who are living off 10 cents a day. We will all be challenged by expectation. And the reality is, most of us will resign to it. We put ourselves under financial pressure because we want to keep up with the Joneses. But we will have a choice. At any point, broke, wealthy, sick or healthy, we will have a choice. Please, I'm not trying to guilt trip any of you. I'm just asking you. I'm asking you to reflect and choose what you care for. Because it's this that will define your character. Don't let your character be defined by the mediocrities of life. We're all so much better than that. Now, it's not a fault that we have. This is just something we must be educated about. I know it sounds weird, we need to learn how to care, but it's undeniable. We can all make the time to care. We should all make the time to care, but we choose not to. And it's this that makes us lesser than what we can be. Alright, so as a 3-year-old, I had the most magnificent Barbie house. I'm talking like 3-story mansion. I had the pool, I had the husband Ken, I had the 2 kids, kitchen, four-poster bed in every room, and I had the sports car. The life I gave my Barbie was the life, the dream life, and it was all I wanted when I grew up and big and tall. I wanted to be the mum who cooked and drove a sexy red car. But as I did grow up all big and tall, it began to dawn on me that material possessions actually mean little in the scheme of things. I don't need a mansion or a sports car to be the best that I can be. As a human, I'm defined by the choices I make, not the things I possess. What we choose to do with ourselves is of far greater importance than what we make for ourselves. And did you know that just recently, a man at the age of 38 has decided to retire? And with all this newfound spare time he has, he's simply going to travel the world and perform deeds that make it a better place. This man has made the time to care. And again, this is no guilt trip. I'm not asking anyone to drop out of school and follow his footsteps. I'm just asking you to draw inspiration from this act. Because it's easy to become caught up in life. But there are also easy avenues of caring all around you, such as buying a handmade scarf from a struggling woman in Peru, or simply attending an amnesty meeting to support a worthy cause. Because caring isn't hard to do. It's just too easy to make excuses for. So to every student here, I ask you to take a minute. Stop, consider, and choose what you care for. Then write it down and remember it. Because as much as you sit here now thinking, whatever, that won't happen to me, statistically it will. So achieve your dreams. Strive for big houses and sexy red cars. Just remember. Remember once a week, once a year. Remember whenever you can, to do something for that thing you chose to care about. That one thing you attach importance to that can make our world a better place to be. Choose it, remember it, do it. Because who cares? We do.